the final group from Grace Hopper is addressing a problem that I often have, which is that I will learn the basics of a language fairly fast and then not get any better and certainly not get fluent because I'm afraid of sounding like an idiot. But then the great thing about their project is that in VR, nobody knows you sound like an idiot. This is LingoLand.
In VR, everyone's an idiot.
Los libros. You know, I've been learning Spanish for so long, and I still can't have a basic conversation. These flashcards are useless.
Try these. LingoLand is a virtual reality language learning application because immersion is the best way to learn language. This app was built by Jane Costa, Mahia Mutushy, Alisa Belyakova, and me, Alla Yakubova. The app can be scaled and expanded to work with multiple languages and a variety of professional situations. Let's start with Lingo House, where we'll see basic Spanish. A user can walk through the space, click around on objects.
Los libros.
Los libros.
Los libros.
Los libros.
And as you just saw, receive real-time feedback on their pronunciation. This was made possible by Web Speech API, where we used a technology we used to parse their speech into text. We used A-Frame to build our virtual reality world, and we used Amazon Web Services to store our 3D models. Next, we have Mahia demoing our next environment.
Thank you, Alla. Another wonderful component of our application is Lingo Cafe. Lingo Cafe gives you the opportunity to practice speaking with 2 different AI bots.
Hola.
Buen día. ¿Cómo puedo ayudarle?
Me gustaría un café.
¿Pequeño, mediano o grande?
Pequeño, por favor.
You can practice ordering food and drinks by speaking with Jorge, our barista bot. Or you can practice meeting someone new and small talk by chatting up Juanita, the customer bot in our cafe. Let's watch as we meet Juanita.
Hola.
Hola, me llamo Juanita, ¿y tú?
Me llamo Juana.
We built our AI bots using Dialogflow and Web Speech APIs. The bots live on the cloud and have been trained for various situations. We've trained them using machine learning so that they can imitate natural language conversations. It makes it so that even though you're talking to the computer, it doesn't quite feel like that. The bots actually listen for what you're saying and respond accordingly.
Qué interesante, soy un robot y trabajo para LingoLand. Mucho gusto conocerte. Adiós.
Adiós.
Now Jane will come and explain more about our bots.
Wow, I just came out of LingoLand and my Spanish is already getting better. So how does this barista bot go from hearing hello to responding with how may I help you, all in Spanish? Well, first, the user says hola. Then we take the user's speech and turn it into text using Web Speech API, and then we send that on to our server. Our server communicates with Dialogflow, where our intelligent AI lives on the cloud and sends back an appropriate response. And that response travels back up the same channels to our server and then to the client, and then we use Web Speech API once more to turn the text into speech, and we use a built-in Spanish-speaking voice named Jorge, and you hear Jorge say, hola, ¿cómo puedo ayudarle? And now Alisa will talk to you about WebRTC and wrap up.
Thank you, Jane. At the LingoLand, learning can become a truly international experience. Lessons can be conducted between multiple users and offer prompts on various topics. To provide peer-to-peer real-time communication, we use a networked A-Frame and WebRTC API. WebRTC is a powerful and disruptive technology that's widely used in social VR and gaming. One of the biggest challenges associated with browser-based peer-to-peer communication is to locate and establish a network connection in order to bidirectionally transmit multimedia data. WebRTC communicates data streaming by leveraging multiple standards and protocols, including sockets and JavaScript session establishment protocol. Our application is designed to help us learn in a new immersive way and engage user in explorational interactions. And we believe if further explored, it can become a basis for peer-to-peer teaching and learning platform. Gracias, and we'll see you in a LingoLand.
All right, if you would like to vote for LingoLand, like the post, like their comment. Another incredible amount of stuff to have done in just a couple of days. One thing I do know is that people are really eager to see where VR sits in the education world, because we've always talked about immersive experiences, and VR is the introduction of immersive experience. I think this is a great example of where things might be in just a very short number of years.
I think they did a really good job thinking about scalability too, like how their app could go from here. They really modularized each portion of their application. It looks like they were thinking about incorporating multiple languages. So definitely impressive to just be done in a few weeks like that. So very, very cool.